the original remaster of Final Fantasy V. The first one.
That is challenging to think about. And who are you?
Andrew.
And I'm Kevin. Yeah, we did it. Pixel Remaster.
It's look at all these pixels on the screen. Like, this is what you're watching right now is original to only this remaster of the game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like these cutscenes in 5 and 6 are really nice, but it's like only for the PlayStation version. Although I guess the other main versions you think of are for the SNES and the Game Boy.
So the Game Boy Advance...
I understand why there's no...
I think the Game Boy Advance version is the overall most beloved. Because, it actually has a good translation. Though some people might say Mimi. And then, added content over the original Super Nintendo release.
Yeah.
So that's...
the main detractors that I'm aware of is it's like a different resolution, and they like cut off some of the picture, right? And the sound quality is a little worse.
Yes to all of those. So I am looking forward to the PC and phone version when those come out.
I'm just glad that the font fix looks easy.
So yeah,
like the files are already there. You just like move them and rename some things.
You're literally just using the Japanese font files.
Yeah.
All right, Final Fantasy V. Got load times in this version of the game. Oh, that sound.
So, what kind of run are you doing?
I'll run.
Okay, so you don't know yet. What settings did you pick for the?
I haven't rolled anything yet, so I'm probably gonna go. The only stuff that's look at that stuff loading in. Is I have not done this year the natural. I also never done that.
Okay, so you're doing like a regular run.
So it's like natural, which means you only each character gets assigned the one crystal, and you can't mix and match jobs. And I'm thinking of throwing classic into that, which means you can only play with Final Fantasy 1 classes. So that's limited to just knight, monk.
Oh, okay.
Thief,
so
black mage, white mage.
You're not
mage.
making. So you're not. You haven't committed to a run until you hit the crystal.
Yeah.
I understand. Okay.
Rina.
Sorry, I was like, why are you being intentionally cagey and vague to me? I was about to be upset.
My emulator is not like this game.
What emulator are you playing on?
It's PCSX-R. There's probably some filters and stuff I can play around with in this. I don't know.
Is that a PSX-Reloaded or
Yeah.
a different one? Oh, okay. I've never used that one. I feel like everybody has some experience with the PSXE. It looks nice, but it's not like super accurate.
Yeah.
I've been using Mennefin's Beetle, and apparently that's like really close to the real thing.
Oh, this is not like backgrounds.
Oh,
our favorite
no.
character of this version of the game. It's yar har har har.
Yes.
I don't remember any of her lines. Oh, that looks pretty normal. It's boring. I'm pretty sure I remember there's like lots of little optional cutscenes you can get throughout this game. Like little events that you don't have to...
Yeah, I know you can like keep returning to Castle Tycoon and get extra...
It's 3 times you can
cutscenes.
go back. Every time there's like an update in the plot.
Yeah.
not much to write home about with this story. The story in this game is pretty blah, but the primary villain is just fantastic. And I think the Game Boy Advance translation going full ham with like everyone except X-Death makes it just border on like almost genius with how he's like a completely played straight villain in this wacky world of crazy assholes. And he succeeds at everything he does. He just succeeds a little too hard at the end and loses himself.
Oh, hello.
Hey there, Jihun.
Hi.
Jihun's here.
So it's just a remaster that I
It's the
didn't
original
hear about?
remaster. There have been many remasters of this game. The latest released one was the Steam version. Yeah, a little piece of crap falling from the sky here.
It looks like a potato.
A space potato. Now, my only real memory of playing this version of the game, because I do still own my anthology release of 5 and 6, and I used to have the Chronicles, which had 4 in Chrono Trigger, but not anymore. I'd sold that a long ass time ago.
No, why do you sell it? You're supposed to keep it as a collector.
The big thing I remember from this game is load times. And I'm clicking the wrong button.
Yeah.
I have to use X button. And me encountering like incredible save glitches where all of the graphics would become utter garbage.
Oh yeah. I do remember
This is so
that.
slow.
So to be clear, you're putting yourself through this when you have the other.
I
versions
uninstalled my Steam version
because you've wanted to do a challenge run on each version of the game.
Yes. I don't own the phone version, but the phone version is the same as the Steam version.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. See that? Remastered entering battle transition. Oh. Hold on.
So Jihun, how are you today?
Alright. Just got finally got a reply from the stupid background check companies. God.
Oh, please give us the update.
Everything's been verified. Now there's gonna be more processing.
I love it when my work phone rings when I'm on call and it's telemarketers.
No, the thing is, I mean, I did tell you this story yesterday, but like, yeah, they couldn't verify one of the restaurants that I worked at because the owner he's old school Korean and he have a hard time responding to the phone in general, so he just straight up don't answer the phone if it's not the phone number that he recognized. So they tried to call him to his cell phone, but he just ignores it. So there's no way for them to reach him, and they'd be like, "Oh, we cannot reach the person via the phone number. Is there any way you can verify?" I'm like, fucking hey, really? So why can't you just let go and accept it or something? I don't know, it's stupid. All this paperwork and stuff is so stupid. And then and I told this story a long time ago about the couple streamers ago. How about how this one store was like straight up closed, like they were closed for business. I'm like, am I supposed to tell you how I don't know what to tell you. I don't have the phone number of the owner or manager. I don't know what you want me to do.
He's pointing to the hidden Phoenix down over here. I made it to the last vowel. This would be run number 5. So he's now Bert's.
Wait, this is your 5th run this
Yeah.
year? What the fuck, dude? I didn't know it was like that. I thought this was like your 3rd.
Not a shit ton of these. I've seen almost every job. There's only like the only repeat was I think Samurai. The only other thing I haven't done was Void or something. I forget what it's called. Forbidden, maybe. Where once you enter the Void, you have to you tweet and then you lose one of your jobs.
Right. Okay, I remember that.
I don't know if I should just like start mashing X through all these. This game has a very slow open. How's the audio levels? Is anything too loud? Do you want to drop anything?
Oh, I should check that.
Oh, I do like how the GBA translation has a character mention Christmas. So Jesus Christ is canon.
You are quite quiet. You are quiet compared to everything else.
All right. I upped my audio a bit. That should be a little bit louder.
Yep, that sounds good. You agree, Jihun? Sounds good.
Yeah,
I am seriously looking forward to this getting the actual pixel remaster, not the what this is that I'm playing now. I hate the Steam version so much.
I feel like if there's a version that I truly hate, it's probably the one you're currently playing.
This has original graphics.
Yeah.
It just everything takes a little longer. That's all.
I have a need for speed.
I should probably increase the battle speed. It's gonna take a couple of seconds for me to do that. Everything takes a little longer. Oh my god. This was the original way I played this game, though.
Yes.
Alright.
I feel like that's the case with a lot of people, because it was the first available one for Americans. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And the Pixel Remaster for 3 on PC and mobile right now is the only non-Japanese release of the original version of that game. And I was listening to the remastered soundtrack stuff, and it is so good. I only listened to 3, not to 1 or 2 yet. So this version of the game includes a little memo save, which lets you do like partial saves, not unlike the GBA release. I don't know if it has all of the same characteristics of that, where it like resets or sets in place a guaranteed like RNG seed. Because you can, in the GBA release, you can manipulate using the quick save. You can manipulate various encounters, like guarantee movers in the final rooms of the game, or bypass jackanapes, I think, underneath the basement over at Wall's Castle. Man, I wonder what all these towns are going to be called in this version of the game.
Wanted to stop you and say, hey, Dragon Quester, welcome to the chat. Nice to see you.
I can't wait to encounter Ferris. The only line I remember anymore is one of the events at the castle with her and Rena in this version, where she's like, "Yar me private shame." That's all I remember. I don't know anything else. I'm gonna try to get.
It's okay if you skip every other instance of dialogue, but can you please just read aloud everything fair?
I'm not reading anything aloud, but I'm definitely gonna encounter all that, all of the text from her that I can.
Is this also? I get all the versions mixed up. Is this also the one where there's like an NPC who's like obsessed with pizza? Where like it says something to pizza about pizza.
That's the Turtle Sage in the GBA release, or in the his DBZ fight against X-Death. He brings up, would you think I was munching on pizza all these years, or etc.
That's what it was.
You have to have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reference.
Ninja Turtles reference.
Oh my god.
I wanted to bring up my experience of Final Fantasy Record Keeper, which is one of the older Final Fantasy mobile games. Bartz was really busted for a while because he had like they were called soul breaks in that game of like every different element. So basically, you could just like fill in a spot on every team, and he was like really good at all of it. But my best Final Fantasy V character was Kilger the werewolf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting that he shows up in like something else.
Yeah, all the old warriors of light showed up.
Oh. Now I know, I'm pretty sure in this version of the game you can't like switch the active character. Yeah, no, you can't. There's like no button to do that. When a character's action comes up, you just gotta do an action. I think that may have only started with Final Fantasy VI.
Responding to Dragon Quester in chat. I know you don't have chat up.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything up.
Okay. So I'll just read aloud what they said. I am a woman gamer who bought the Super Famicom version in 1992 and struggled through it in Japanese with 3 friends. When we got stuck, which was often because none of us read Japanese, one of us would finally figure out what to do next and tell the others. Real challenge to play the game in Japanese. Bought the Japanese strategy guide and Japanese video game magazines with pictures of the game and learn from them.
Nice.
Maybe.
It's pretty dedication.
You're looking at a guy who bought the Persona 3 Japanese version and still managed to
Yeah, I
beat the
did
game.
that. Persona 3.
I figured you have something in common with
I
me.
like memorized like all of the element symbols, so I kind of knew like more or less. Like I was actually more or less internalizing certain, I guess, would it be katakana or whatever, or like the symbols.
Yeah.
I was able to like mostly figure out
kind of the easier
like the
stuff.
moves. I did have access to cheat sheets of sorts. I think on GameFAQs it was a user by the name of Penguin Knight who had lots of like translations of various moves and stuff, and I kind of made use of that to not screw myself and lose very critical moves during fusion.
I've told you before that, like when I was like in my mid-teens, I contributed for a well-known at the time Mega 10 fan site called Digital Devil Database, and I actually know the Penguin Knight you're talking about. I chatted with him a few times because I had connections and stuff. My buddy who ran the website,
didn't I give you or him?
Got like press releases of.
I think I like sent in a random piece of crappy art I made to that. If that's if I'm thinking of the right site. Back when I still doodled.
Possibly. Yeah, the site is super dead now, but yeah, that was a fun thing I was doing when The internet was still nearly in its infancy. I don't know.
More broken.
It's weird to think about, but that was probably like 15 years ago now.
Yeah, here's the thing though, like at least a Final Fantasy, like people had a fan for it. So like if the new one comes out, I don't care if I don't understand Japanese, I'll play it no matter what. But then there's this guy who just saw the Persona 3 gameplay. Oh shit, that looks fun. I'm gonna get it.
Well, that was So for me, all right. So I don't want to go deep dive on Shin Megami Tensei series, but basically, the way I found the series was through I was like doing really crappy RPG Maker games that I didn't really post anywhere, and I found like enemy sprites that came from the original Super Nintendo versions. I was like, whoa, these look crazy. And so I looked it up, found a fan translation, played through all of 2. I don't think I beat 1 then. And then I found out, like, in only a couple months, Nocturne was about to get released stateside. And played the ever-living crap out of that game when it released. So when I heard about Persona 3, yes, you bet your butt that I snagged it as soon as I could and struggled my way through it. In Japanese, of all things.
My relevant experience was buying Sakura Wars 3 for the Dreamcast. It was my first Sakura Wars game, which I believe is like still like untranslated to this day. And I downloaded a translation app on my phone, like one of the ones where you kind of just like use your phone's camera to like look at text and it like translates it for you live. It's not very good, or at least it wasn't good at the time, and like I still like couldn't really make sense of what the hell it was like translating. So I gave up pretty quickly.
So this kind of diverged into a different topic, but yeah, like Japanese grammar and then English grammar are different, and so there's one YouTuber, he pointed out why does a machine translation doesn't make sense, and yeah, because for example,
well, the ordering of words and stuff are going to be all
not only the grammar and stuff, but also like in Japanese, and this also applies for Korean. I'm not sure about Chinese, but sometimes you don't need a subject to talk about the topic. Like in an English grammar, you need a he, she, it, or something like some kind of subject.
Our favorite characters showed up. I'll make sure her dialogue stays on screen long enough that it can be read.
You got courage trying to steal me ship out from under me own nose.
I just appreciate, like, in the actual true localization, because I don't know who the hell localized this version of this game. But
yeah, I gotta give it.
I didn't know this. Dragon Quest is like just dropping all the knowledge bombs here. This game was announced in Nintendo Power Magazine as to be released as Final Fantasy Extreme, but Nintendo canceled it. She talked with one of the translators working on the game. Dude, Final Fantasy Extreme is a title for a Final Fantasy game that, one, I'm surprised doesn't exist. You know, because 90s. But also like, could you imagine, like, the alternate universe where a game called Final Fantasy Extreme?
I mean, they did it with the. They kind of did it with the non-Final Fantasy game. I forgot what its actual title was, a Romancing Saga or something like that.
Yeah, it was like Final Fantasy Quest and Final Fantasy Adventure or something, right?
Yeah. There we go. I mean, they could have done that. I mean, that's exactly why we have this whole fucking Robotech drama instead of the Macross and then stupid Robotech 1, 2, 3, which they're not even same universe.
Robotech is a fucking nightmare because it's like 3 series stapled together.
And back to this game, I gotta give
character bits with the dialogue. This little back and forth between Bartz and Galuf there.
You know, one thing I appreciate about the localization is that, like, for me, I can translate, pretty decent, but like, to make it sound like a quote unquote local, and then had the added accent. Oh, that adds another layer of knowledge and experience. That's a props to those. Kudos to anybody who can do that. That's a new, whole different level.
I just love the pirate speak.
Army-eyed. Well, I guess, I just realized, like, you guys already spoiled it, but, yeah, nobody knew that Varys was a woman, just looking at the sprite.
I mean, like, the game reveals it pretty darn quick.
Yeah, it's like within like the first half an hour, and that's if you're really taking your time.
Well, we're definitely taking our time with this version. There's load times for everything.
FF5 was supposed to be released here as Final Fantasy Extreme. Translator told me they translated it into English as far as what's his hometown in World 1, and then Nintendo canceled it. That's a bummer. Could you imagine like this game being called Final Fantasy Extreme though? That'd be so wild.
Yeah, I mean, what's about this game that's extreme? Honestly.
I mean, I guess the system,
level of like build freedom.
The job system kind of leaves a lot for you to kind of figure out on your own and kind of mix and match.
Oh, didn't 1 and 2 already have a job system?
So only 1 and 3, and then this game.
1 and 3.
Oh, 1 and 3. Yeah, 4 did.
4 had everyone had like a set class, and the original version, not the that game also has an interesting history with its translation and quote unquote easy type version, like what actually got released stateside as Final Fantasy 2. But everyone has like a dedicated class more or less in that game.
Yeah,
and they're all classes seen previously in the prior games. It's cute.
I mean, that was also the case for 9. Like, everybody... They were not explicit about it, but yeah, every character had a job class. They were not explicit about it, but...
Well, that whole game is just like a reference... references to older titles in general.
Yeah, that thing's a like time machine almost.
Dragon Quester says she asked why the title Extreme. Again, got 10 different reasons, depending on who they asked. Yeah, I never heard that this game is going to be titled Final Fantasy Extreme in the West.
Well, I forget.
Incredible to me.
Okay, what was the North America release again? Final Fantasy 4 actually didn't come out.
So Final Fantasy 4 came out as 2. 2,
okay,
3, and 5 got
So there's
skips.
Final Fantasy 1, and then Final Fantasy 2 in America was 4, and then 3 was 6. And all the other ones I didn't list in between those games were skipped in the West.
Okay, so 2, 3, 4. I mean 2, 2, 5 were skipped. Okay.
Yeah, 2, 3, 5 were skipped. But yeah, I didn't know about the SNES Final Fantasies, but like I played Final Fantasy 1 as a kid, and then when I was like 8 or 9, I started hearing about Final Fantasy 7, and I was like, "What? I missed 5 other ones."
Oh.
What? You know?
What? And then that's the thing. Like if somebody who's completely new about it heard about like, there's a great game called 7, but does that mean I have to play 1 through 6?
Yeah.
And like other places had it like really strange. Like I think over in PAL Land, I think Dragon Quest VIII, if I'm remembering my history right, just got released as Dragon Quest there, because I think they didn't get any of the previous games.
Oh yeah, that also happened too. Yeah,
I don't know about Final Fantasy VII, but I think it's something similar there.
Well, I guess they couldn't cover that up anymore because the game straight up had a big ass logo that says Final Fantasy VII on the game. You cannot cover that up anymore. Oh, what's going on here?
These scenes are so strange. Yarr.
always wondered like what the intentionality is behind this scene. Like, is Ferris making a cute like womanly face while she's sleeping, or does she have like a booba hanging out, or like you know like what's
There's
going on?
ambiguity
Here?
because there's springs.
Yeah.
Also, I guess you just gotta leave it to your imagination, unless they remake this scene into 3D.
3D. That'll be the next remaster after the pixels. You start with pixel remasters, and then you get like full-on 3D remasters, right? I remember just reading something about them wanting to make a Final Fantasy remaster in the style of Final Fantasy VII Remake. And I'm not kidding. Oh, they're translated as tonics in this game.
So, Dragon Quester says that the dancing song is a habanera from the opera Carmen. And then she says, okay, I'm dumb, but I wondered how the heck the Japanese would know music from an American opera. And,
I don't know, they could take a trip to America and heard about it. Who knows?
Yeah. I've never heard of it, for what it's worth, so if that makes you feel any better.
I mean, yeah, like, they could just take a vacation to America and hey, what's this cool music that I hear now? It could happen.
I've been playing the Steam version so much I actually don't even recognize like some of this, like the way this music plays out, because it does play differently in the Steam release. They have like different versions of these tracks.
Well, the music in this game is a Red Book, isn't it? Like it's like instead of it being like a series of instructions for like the SNES's like audio chip to play like MIDI or whatever. Instead, it's like actual like tracks of audio, like a music CD that it pulls from.
I'm not sure about that. Like, I thought this was like super cheap and it's just literally like a Super Nintendo ROM being played on an emulator.
I don't mean the pride, so like if you don't want to answer, that's cool, but where are you from, Dragon Quester?
Or leather shoes.
We're in different places in America.
Yeah, we got both West and East Coast being represented here.
Yeah. We
Also, props to
we all went to the same high school, but we scattered across the country.
Life happens.
Yeah.
And also, props to having that name. I don't know, like, if that was your actual first name, props to you. I'll never... I don't know, I have a hard time coming with a unique name sometimes.
I'm terrible with names.
I mean, your gaming ID, I don't know how you came up. That was literally your random name. It just came up to your mind. Like, literally, just adding up random names and boom, there you go.
Oh yeah, my name means nothing.
Okay, you live near Los Angeles.
Hey, West Coast represent.
Okay.
Arr. Formatting on that box was strange. Alright, one of these people gives me a potion. Or I guess tonics in this game. I can snag a longsword while I'm heading up to fight the first boss. And I like how all of the Super Nintendo games have like some strange tutorial boss. 7 as well, technically, I guess. That have like some strange mechanic that you don't really ever really see again. It's like starts with 4 with the Mist Dragon, where you have to like. This game has a similar thing too, I guess, and so does 6. I guess 7 as well. They all have the same kind of thing where it's like, all right, when this boss does this kind of a thing, stop attacking it for a moment.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna get like a counterattack.
That's the thing, like, what was the one mechanic of the Final Fantasy IV? Was it you use your weapon to attack or something like that? I never used it ever. Unless a guy specifically tell me to use that. I don't know how that works.
I like how my first experience with Final Fantasy VII was my neighbor playing it and not realizing that there was a run button and losing in the very first reactor mission.
Dude, I let a friend borrow my copy of Final Fantasy VIII, and they got up to Edea's parade, not knowing you could junction GFs and like magic.
As many people have done that.
They just like completely breezed past all the tutorials, I guess.
Okay, here's the thing though. Sometimes, like, if the tutorial explanation was too much text and like you didn't understand, that's fine. But some people just like mashing the skip order miss. What did they want me to do?
Yeah, and then they're like, "Oh, this story sucks," you know. Like, yeah. I don't understand anything that's going on, but they skip like half of the. Yeah, okay, whatever. Last month in eBay, I won a replica cart of Final Fantasy V for $2. Battery save and game works fine in Super Nintendo. Cart even has a Nintendo replica label, just like the originals in the 90s.
So
nice.
If the replica card cost $2, how much was the shipping? Shipping itself was $5, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm assuming it has an English translation because the Japanese FF5 cards aren't all that bad. Last time I checked, aren't they like $20?
Oh, it's still.
Oh wow.
So I think the characters.
I think it's like $20-$30 per SNES or Super Famicom card.
I think your characters only comment if you screw up here. If you attack it while it's guarding. I'll just air wing. I can just keep spamming.
Dude, I tell you, if I played this when I was younger, when I barely spoke English, I'd be like, I'm attacking, why am I dying? I probably don't understand there's a counter mechanism.
Well, that's what I think the characters tell you.
And then there's Final Fantasy VII where the words Barrett chooses to use to tell you not to attack Guard Scorpion, it sounds very much like the opposite.
Oh. What did he say? I don't recall.
He says, attack while the tail's up, ... And it will counterattack with tail laser.
Oh, okay.
The original Final Fantasy VII has issues with this translation. I got a number of things right, was my understanding, but there's a lot left on the on the floor.
Well, some of them are due to the limitation of technology, right? Because of the text box limitation, text box character limitation, and all that.
Yeah.
Too, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. It takes a lot fewer characters to say something in Japanese than to say something in English, usually.
Sometimes it's the other way. Sometimes.
I guess it depends.
Yeah, it depends. But yeah, if it's volcano, it's 2 text space.
Mm.
But in English, because of volcano, I'm sure like literally translate to fire mountain with 2 kanji. One says fire and another kanji says mountain, fire mountain, volcano. That's 2 space. But for that's English, that's a VOLCA 7. So 7 letter.
Yeah, like so many like NES games only give you 4 letters for a name because it's like usually all you need for like a Japanese name, especially like a first name.
There are many ROM hacks that have varial width fonts where you can actually expand.
Dude, you'd be screwed. Dude, you'd be messed up if it's a Korean, because like Korean names are usually 3 character space. 1 for the last name, family name, and 2 for the given name.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how Koreans are named like 99%. There are some odd ones from time to time, but 99% of the time, it's three. You only need 3 spaces. So if somebody were to make that into direct English, like, oh, you can only put 2 for given name. What? That's where it messes up.
Was it
And also, I don't know, like if it's a
Quest?
Japanese, they're gonna use. Did you say something?
I was wondering what they were translated Bertz's thing there, but it's Quest for the wind.
Not quite.
Wouldn't it be
No.
like freedom or something? And other.
I've been mashing
Translations.
A through all of my previous runs recently, so I actually don't even remember.
Nice.
Also, I love it when it's like Ferris's dialogue there was just question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, question mark. And I like thinking in my mind like what does her face look like when like that's being trying to be conveyed. It's like
Probably the shocked Pikachu face. Because there's actually like a decent amount of nuance there. It's like she's also recognizing her father, but she's keeping quiet about it in front of the others.
not even sure if she's entirely like certain of that yet. Per se. I know she doesn't reveal that to Lena until the end of World 1. Arena, sorry.
Will it be more like Reina?
Arena. Well, it's pronounced the same in Japanese.
Yeah, Rena.
Also, speaking of, back to that gaming thing. Yeah, those Japanese hiragana and katanaga, they also kind of they kind of combine, kinda sometimes. So it could take more spaces for naming, depending on.
Yeah. But I mean, like, if your name is kanji, like, it's usually just like a character or two, isn't it?
Yeah, but like if you were to say it somehow, it's like it's a 3-syllable or 4-syllable.
Yeah.
Some names can be like that.
Their overview from our helpful chocobo. What jobs do. I don't know how long this is. Yeah, sure. I don't think I've said yes on this in a long, long time. Everyone's bearing it all right now. Oh,
Yeah,
Battle Mage.
I remember replying to the comment. Yeah, I remember I used to buy a strategy guide, not only because I needed help with the game, especially since my because I had a hard time understanding the game and stuff due to my lack of English back then, but also the fact that I like having an art book kind of ish thing, you know.
Yeah. I like having like a hard like print copy of something just as like a coffee table book or something like that. Like something to have around. I also just enjoy like how-to books, like learning how to do something via book is really nice. I don't know.
And also, but like sometimes I hate some of those quote unquote art books because some of those art books are just straight up has an image of their 3D model. Like, bitch, I don't even want to get the art book. I don't want to buy art book for this 3D image. I want to actually draw like concept image or something, you know? Something the artist drawn before they became 3D. That's why I got those quote-unquote art book, not some collection of 3D images. Yeah, I don't get this last part. Took up tabs on Super Nintendo, so I could...
Oh, yeah, so there is a physical security thing on the Super Nintendo.
Oh, okay.
Where like Super Famicom games won't fit, but you can just like file it off or remove it, and it can kind of play some Super Famicom games. I don't think they all work, right? I don't know. It's not something I did terribly much. I don't have a Super Nintendo.
I've long since given away my Super Nintendo. Don't have any of my original games. Alright, let's see here. Gotta do a thing. And
Okay, all the ones they all worked on their Super Nintendo.
okay. Rolled that. And
Yeah, I guess it's the regular Nintendo and the Famicom where like the hardware is like completely different. Like I guess the Super Nintendo and Famicom are basically the same thing in comparison.
Huh. I think this is a text that was originally on the opening crawl.
Did you change Alder into night before you went to the jobs?
What's that?
What the sprite change?
It's a different game, homie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what just happened?
Here's a pixel remaster for you.
Oh, that's not you doing it?
What the hell just happened?
Is everything streaming alright?
Yeah, what?
We fell into a different game here.
So now you're okay. Do I update the?
Yeah, sure.
Oh God. Okay, edit stream info. Hold on. Final Fantasy 3.
So it actually has a different opening, slightly.
Did I miss a joke?
Apparently I missed it too. So. Alright, we're playing Final Fantasy 3. Fucking whatever.
This says 8-way directional movement.
Oh, it's not the old game anymore. It's a new game. Right?
Oh wow.
I have to watch this later. What did I just miss?
Yeah, I'm totally blindsided. Like, what the hell happened?
Gotcha.
Oh, he got us real good, Kevin.
This music is
Sure
dope.
showed me.
No, so it happened about like what 48-minute-ish mark.
Yeah, what would have taken 20 minutes in the normal version of Final Fantasy V took like 40 minutes in the PS1 version.
Alright, first impressions, Andrew.
This is sweet. Also, I have not played the NES version in a long time. I've mostly played the DS.
It doesn't look anything like this.
got better graphics. How do I...
How did you decide the character's name?
I just hit auto.
Oh, okay, there's like a random...
Yeah, I was like clicking through and there's only a handful of options.
Thank
For
you,
your
Eden.
quadruplets. Like, your characters mean nothing in this version of the game, Kevin.
Yeah.
They have no real background.
There's no like Easter egg. Like, if you put it a certain name, you get a special powers.
I will look out for that Dragon Quester. That sounds interesting. On the Dreamcast, there was kind of a cool Super Mario 64-like game. Let me see if I can find what it's called really fast.
Alright, so we still got job levels and stuff. I presume it works similar to the way it did in the original.
Yeah, okay. The Dreamcast has a game called Napple Tale that was only released in Japan, and it's very much akin to like a Mario 64 style game. It was pretty neat.
Malicious Force.
Alright, so what kind of stuff you interested in trying out here, Andrew? Like, what jobs and stuff?
I have random.org. And we're gonna see what we roll.
Okay.
I think there's a selection of 6, so I'll click it right after this when I see the jobs.
God, you fucking got me good with this, man. Like, I was just like, really? You're playing Final Fantasy V again? And this is Andrew being Andrew, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think I'm Fiesta out, in all honesty. And I'm terrified about trying what I'm going to try here, which is I will roll 1 job for each crystal. And I know that could probably theoretically work in the DS edition, sorta, since that version kind of lets you keep using older classes, but I don't know how the hell that's going to work in this version of the game. This music is seriously really good. I was just gonna listen to the OST at the beginning, which you can listen to every song in the game right from the title screen.
That's rad. Yeah, the music is really good for these. I also really enjoy, like, I'm very aware of the Final Fantasy III soundtrack at this point because of Final Fantasy XIV. It has a series of 24-person raids that all take place in Final Fantasy III inspired world. They use like music and some of the boss fights and stuff.
Alright, 5 jobs. Alright, so 5 jobs. Max of 5. Generate. I roll a 5, which is, oh god. Well, red mage.
Okay.
Alright, so let's go ahead and do. Rip. You definitely want to switch out of Unite as soon as you possibly can, because it's not a good job at all in this game. Oh hey, come on. I do like how everyone can dual wield.
What is a red mason?
So red mage is actually pretty interesting, if just because I can access, black and white magic in this game now, and this game is very rude over like later games where, like 5, you can kind of roll any class and play through the game. This game, you do need magic because there's a couple of spots in the game where you do get like shrunken down.
Yeah. I was gonna say, does the classic version do like the mini thing and all that stuff that the DS version did? You answered my question.
Go herbs.
It's the next town after this that has all the people that are like stick figure ghosts, right? And I'm excited to see what they look like in this.
Now, this is going to be very similar to the DS version as far as like just normal dialogue stuff, or as it should be. Now, I don't know if it's consistent across versions or not, but there's like stuff you can just click on. Yep, okay.
I do like clicking on stuff.
Cookie clicker, everything. Now, my understanding is this version of the game should have, I don't know where to access it, but like I can find, like you have access to the bestiary, to like treasure chest checker, how many you've gotten and how many you're missing for everywhere you go.
So you're effectively doing the Four Job Fiesta, but in Final Fantasy.
Yeah, this is very ill-advised because, like, alright, you get first crystal within like the first 5 minutes. You get the second crystal like 2 dungeons later. You get the third crystal like 2-3 dungeons later. And then last crystal, with all the best jobs, you don't get until the goddamn end of the game.
Yeah. I do remember that, yes.
I gotta keep touching fire until I touch the right fire.
Well, I hope for your last crystal you get either Sage or Ninja.
I would consider those. Thing is, you don't actually get them in this version of the game with that crystal. You find them in Eureka.
Oh.
If I'm remembering right. Yeah, they're your reward for clearing Eureka. So they're not even really crystal jobs. Kind of like the mine in 5.
So do you just exclude
I don't
those?
know. I mean, I could include them on the 4th crystal roll.
Yeah, I would.
Those jobs are kind of like cheaty jobs. Like Ninja is just ultimate physical character, and Sage is ultimate magic character.
Yeah.
This right game.
Yeah, either way, it's like rolling the jackpot. You know?
All you have is poison heal? Whatever. I think I'm alright with like my default equips for a little bit. What do you got? Oh my god, they can't even equip the longsword? Okay. How is...
I know in Final Fantasy 1, red mages basically have their own weapon type called Saber. Which I guess is like a rapier fencing foil.
I'm not sure. My understanding is that they've actually made intelligence do a thing in the Final Fantasy 1 Remaster, such that like casting basic Fire 1 with Black Mage versus Red Mage is like double the damage. So I don't know if like Red Mage is anywhere near as good as it used to be in that version of the game now.
Yeah. Yeah, in Final Fantasy 1 there wasn't really that much of a reason to pick something that like wasn't Red Mage, because it was basically the same power as Black Mage, right? Like You just had like less jobs where you go, or less spells where you could also just like cure and stuff.
Oh,
I don't know, man. Three black belts and a red mage is pretty fucking good.
I'm not gonna buy anything right now. Black belt is pretty busted, though. He becomes insane at high levels. I think in the original game, the warrior and then the knight is like just the strongest overall singular character in the game. White mage is always handy. I think thief is like broken. Doesn't even work right. They're supposed to be good at running away, but I think they run away worse.
Yeah. Yeah, the NES version of Final Fantasy 1 is interesting because, like, for anybody watching this who doesn't know, the magic stat doesn't do anything. When you increase it, nothing happens.
Ooh, Mithril hat.
Right?
Like, it doesn't... Like, no one knows what it was supposed to do because it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
I think right now the only important character is Sid here. Who should be over here. Yep, let's stick figure people. So in the DS version, you only start with 2 characters, and you kind of recruit one here and then one in the castle, and kind of get your whole crew together. Really, just go to the desert and you get an airship. It's probably the quickest airship get in the entire series history, I think. I guess arguably Final Fantasy X 2, you have an airship to begin with.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's a number of caveats with that, though.
I mentioned this in the previous stream, but I was really disappointed when they brought out the airship in the Final Fantasy X.
Yeah, but I don't know how else they do it in that game.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of thinking about that too. Like, as I was playing the game, there's no world map that I traveled to or something. I wonder how they are gonna handle the airship part, and boom, just menu skip.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that whole game, by design, like the airship, I mean, it's just a glorified way of just, giving you a drop-down select list
Teleportation.
of,
Yep.
Tonfa. A bunch of shit I can't equip.
Yeah, at least a 10. Yeah, at least 10. You get an airship. Look at 12 and 13. Do they even exist?
You get an airship in 12, kind of.
Kinda-ish, yeah. But
What
don't you have to
the
travel?
fuck was that?
What?
You got aim?
Were you talking to me or him?
I heard a very loud doo-doo-doo.
Oh, really?
Oh, wait, hold on. That's a Final Fantasy 11 sound.
Oh, okay. Where was I?
Give me a raft, dude.
Oh, the airship. Yeah, like, okay, in Final Fantasy 12, like, don't you travel by touching the crystal or something like that?
So there's kind of a, you can travel via crystal or you can travel via the aerodrome, but you also at one point get your own airship, which is at most safe crystals. You can interact with the anchor and travel to where the final dungeon is.
Yeah, and then also in 13, yeah, I fucking cannot remember how to travel in the game.
Everyone says the same shit here.
I don't remember either, for what it's worth. It's probably about time for me to do like a replay of 13.
Okay.
sometime. But yeah, I'm like about that.
Good, not enough alcohol and weed can make me play that game sane.
I feel like these are more treasures than there were in the original. I don't know though.
Yeah, I've been on this soapbox before stream, but like when Final Fantasy when Final Fantasy X came out, I was deeply disappointed by it.
Whoa!
For like a lot of reasons you guys mentioned, like it didn't feel like I had like the freedom to like travel. I did enjoy the story.
Get the hell out of here. These guys can kick my ass. Can I get any more? Alright. So I do want that sword, because that is actually a red mage unique weapon.
Oh.
And it kicks ass against undead, which is going to be our first challenge here.
So yeah, kind of the same thing as in Final Fantasy 1, the sabers.
Oh, right, I just go... Okay, I don't know why I thought I needed a canoe. I can just go over there like that. Alright, gotta get equipped up. I have a shit ton of money. Burning a hole in my pocket here. Can I buy spells and shit from ghosts? No. No, you can't. Okay. What the... Oh! Okay. I do have a couple spells. Game gave me a few. Wow. Shit. Alright. Well, then I guess I'll get one Poisona, please. Thank you. Despite having the same Vancian magic system in this game, like one, you can actually unequip, like you basically equip and unequip spells. So you can unlearn and learn them and all that. That's you.
Oh, so you're like a druid.
Character with the shades can have that one. You, whatever.
In D&D, druids can, like during their rests, swap out what spells they know. So it's kind of neat.
Alright, what can I buy here? I don't know if these arrows are infinite or if I actually need to keep them stocked. Based on their price, it looks like you just buy them once and they're just an equip. Why does it say stock one equip? Oh. Like, horribly confused. Alright, so in this game, it's all about rocket tag. Screw shields. Dual wield at all
That's
times. Right. And just hope for the best.
Don't need shields when we're going.
And this is the game I think that...
However, can you equip 2 shields at once?
Yes, you can. And that is a legit strat that I made use of in the DS release. By having a Viking dual wielding shields and just having enemies attack them.
I always love when you can dual wield shields. It's the best. Dark Souls 2, baby!
Is this not... HP MP restored, but status not restored. So Karad there is going to be racking their shades, I guess. Should I buy some potions and shit? I'm sure it would be in the inn, I guess. Now this game, I'm starting to say, I think started the, if you buy increments of 4 of something, you start getting like a discount.
Oh.
Though the discount doesn't get any better. Like, you just get the discount starting from 4 and it stays that discount. So rather than costing this 160, I actually save a little bit of cash. And I encourage you to buy in bulk for certain stuff. That should be enough. I want to get that white Slayer. Oop. Alright, Oh, target list. Start. Oh! I see. I can just click that for auto battle. Oops, leveled up. Alright, I think level 3 and dual wielding, I should be enough to kill the dude in that tower. Now this version of this game should still have the, I presume, the rude kind of thing that they got going on, which is that, oh man, that saved so quick versus the PlayStation version of Final Fantasy V, where when you level up based on your vitality stat or resistance stat or whatever of your character, that influences your HP growth.
I don't recall.
It does that in both the DS and the NES. What the hell? Blizzard freaking missed? What the crap, man? Give me that shit. Oh man, that cure sucked. Yeah! Give me that. Holy crap, look at that attack bump. Huge. Oh, dual-wield knives are better than rockin' bows. 17 versus... Yeah, but the holy bow, that should give me an attack bonus against undead. I think I'm just going to play this up to destroying your airship, and then that'll be it. As I mentioned before, I don't like really super lengthy streams or anything. Oh shit! Oh, the auto battle goes okay. I guess that makes sense. It just chose like my last actions.
Oh, that's a nice kind of auto battle.
Oh, I spawned through. Much for monies. Alright.
Love a nice AFK auto battle.
I just realized I should probably cure my character's blindness so he can contribute to battle.
Oh. But he's wearing cool shades.
Shades are awesome. So fortunate that when we get the 6th remaster, that blind will do a thing again. The original Final Fantasy VI, which was such a bug-ridden mess that if you go to ROM hacking net, there's just an ungodly quantity of like quote-unquote fixes for that game. Ooh, sleep. I do like that I can just select any spell and just slap it on my characters without any real issue. I love the red mage design. Classic red mage was awesome. I like the updated sprites.
The gear looks really cool in the MMOs.
I like the updated sprites versus like what I have to the left of the screen here.
Yeah.
think there's... Do I have... There you go. I can do that. That's the thing you can do with this. Give it scan lines.
Ah. By the way, I can give my Saturn streams scan lines. That's a thing the OSSC can do. But I always decide against it because, I don't know. If somebody really cares, they can, like, watch it on, like, a CRT TV or whatever. Right? Like, I think, like, digital scan lines look like ass.
I mean, I can see what you're saying. Alright, let's see. Whoa!
Actually, these scan lines look pretty good.
Oh, why are you missing so much? Stop missing. Oh gosh.
It's not just black lines across the screen, it's actually like a little bit of like a blur effect also. But I guess chromatic aberration. Maybe.
No! Now, one thing I am very curious about of this game is... Whoa! That's a hell of a level jump. Holy crap. Just gained 2 levels on every character who survived that fight. Oh shit, I just lost my train of thought. Oh wait, I want to go to the right one first. Did that heal him? No. Oh, god damn it. I completely blanked on what I was about to even say.
Good job, man.
Maybe I'll remember when I get another character just getting completely clobbered here in a second.
Dude, streaming's hard, and you have like a lot more processing power and brain cells than I do.
Oh, those levels helped a lot. Stop picking on him. Leave him alone.
No.
Leave Britney alone. I wonder how many people actually remember that video.
Oh yeah.
So I was reading about something, and then the facts topic always comes up somehow. Yes, and somebody mentioned that if you mention the word facts to kids nowadays, they're gonna recognize. I think I'm gonna pull that sometimes. If somebody say like, "Oh, please fax this document," I'm just gonna say, "What's a fax?"
Fax? Huh? What?
I
I still have to
can't
fax
believe,
shit.
Like faxing.
What's it again?
Huh? Yeah, Andrew. What?
I said I still gotta fax shit from time to time.
Yeah, jumping off of that, I have no idea why we're still faxing anything, like, when email exists.
That's a secure transmission, I guess.
It's not, though?
No!
Anyway, yeah.
God, they love kicking his ass. Oh, the thing I was gonna say. Okay, so in the original version of this game, and in the DS remake, Phoenix Downs are finite. There's only so many Phoenix Downs to be found in the game. Oh, thank God, a second of the
I
cure.
didn't know that.
Yep. So like right now I have
So
I have
you run...
one Phoenix down and I am not spending it because I have no idea if I can buy more. Oh,
so
shit.
that means like if you use your last Phoenix down and then your character dies, that's straight a game over right there, huh?
I mean you do have revival spells in the game.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
You're not completely screwed, but it just means you don't have like a form of healing that any character can bust out at any time. Who? Oh, of course, the character who has the poison heal is freaking dead. Oh, but I don't get poisoned while I'm flying. That's good to know.
Go to the inn.
Oh yeah, I do kind of have to go to the inn because that heal thing doesn't actually heal poison or like status. Where's the inn? I guess there isn't really an inn in this town because you have a healing pot over here. Round is a dumbass. Okay, I'm getting tired of that animation.
Could be both.
Yeah, it could be all of you both. Alright, revive first, then heal. Man, I can't just mash A for everything. I've just been like so accustomed to modern games.
We're spoiled.
I am.
So yeah.
Oh,
like,
by the way, I've been watching over some of my previous Panzer game streams, and you know all the times where it's like, wait, I forgot where was it telling me to go after I talk to this person? No, actually, in fact, they just don't fucking tell you. You have to figure it out on your own.
yeah.
They just do not tell you how to play the game.
I mean, what is it like? Old games, new games, like I said, the person you're looking for is is over at that pointy-looking house. At least modern game will at least point it out like that. If they don't have the arrow pointing at it, but like old games, like yeah, you could find it somewhere. He's somewhere in this town or something like that.
Yeah, I remember Morrowind would literally tell you things like, go down this road and take the second right. You know,
Shit,
and it's
yeah,
like,
actually.
yeah, it's like, oh fuck.
And then Skyrim comes out with the waypointer, yeah, like.
I'm gonna turn this on.
And then, okay, I'm just following this pointer like a dum-dum. By doing that, I can see why some people claim the Morrowind is the greatest of all, because, you know, that kind of detail. I can see that.
Well, it's depending on what you're looking
At least early game Morrowind is fucking bullshit.
Oh yeah?
It's really hard to get through the rest of it. Like, I don't know, I always have to get the mod that makes it so your attacks don't miss. Because invariably, like, whenever I play Morrowind, I walk up to the first enemy and start trying to fight it, and I just keep missing until I beef it and die.
So you know when Elder Scrolls 4 came out, Oblivion?
Yeah.
And I never heard Elder Scrolls series in my life. And since the subtitle was ominous Oblivion at all, I guess it's the end of the series or something. But I didn't even play it. Was when I was
Sure,
really
for some people it was.
Someone new. Yeah. Oh, damn.
Like the last RPG game, technically.
Yeah. Yeah, Oblivion's really good. Skyrim is... I still enjoy Skyrim, but yeah, it's a lesser game.
I mean, Skyrim is like almost like a baby mode compared to Morrowind and Oblivion.
Yeah.
I suspect I'm going to be popping in and out of this dungeon a bunch.
I will say Morrowind is really hard to go back to.
I mean, it's definitely one of those games that you enjoyed it, or you can praise for it, but if you were to go back to it, like, maybe not. And just how much longer do you plan on streaming?
I don't know. Probably, where we at? We're about to hit an hour and a half, so probably just a little bit.
Okay. Because I have
Meet the
to head out.
princess. Now, in the DS release, guest characters actually try to contribute in battle. In the original, they don't do that at all. You can just kind of talk to them. All the generic dialogue that are generically no, real name, canon name characters say to her. There's no name associated with it when they talk. What do you think about that? Like, what's your opinion with, like, RPG games? Do you prefer when you have, like, a set character where they, like, you know, this is the character, this is how they act and all that, versus a character that you more or less is like a blank slate and you just kind of interact with the world through that character?
Oh, you mean okay? So
Kind
it's
of depends. Like, I can see certain characters being like alienating. Like for me, a big part of why I don't really enjoy the Witcher games is because I don't like Geralt that much.
Oh,
yeah, Geralt is not a saint. So.
Oh, this auto defaulting to my last action is gonna screw me up so much. I only have myself to blame for that, though. Oh no, he got blinded again, the same character. For me, I'd say it depends on the game.
A mix. Yeah, cause like, what is it? Using a persona as an example, yeah, I mean, it's good. This character is supposed to be protection on me, but like, at the same time, I don't think it's me. So, there's no way I would say this thing in real life.
Alright, they want to back out, heal, save, come back in, try to fight the boss, and that'll be the stream. Whether I win or lose. I think ending on a boss is a good topper. Oh, okay, so I don't know if I'm like causing anybody distress by having one character be not completely in sync level-wise with the other characters. What are your feelings on that shit? I don't care.
What do you mean?
I had the one character beef it.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
I had the one
what?
character beef it, and so now he's not the same EXP value as everyone else. He's always going to be behind them. I know for some people that's like a big, frustrating thing.
That's something I think about. It's like, you know, like when I'm playing an RPG, it's like, oh, these characters aren't in sync anymore. But like, I don't know, I get over it.
It eventually doesn't matter, because the way the exponential EXP curve works out, and where enemy like EXP gain works, eventually they're just going to effectively be in sync with everyone else. If at worst they be one battle behind. And I'd say it's in Final Fantasy V and other games that have blue magic featured. It may actually be to your benefit to have some characters be not the same level. How else do you learn level 5 death?
So you don't get death. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, my characters are so strong they're like one-shotting everything now. Alright, yeah, I can definitely kill the boss. Alright, level 8. Alright, heal up, come back, kill the boss. This game is awesome, by the way.
Cool, cool.
And it is discounted right now with Wario 64 posted on Green Man Gaming. You can get it, I think.
Yeah, I just can't see myself getting it on
PC. I understand what you're saying. I think these would all be
Yeah.
fantastic on a portable, but not on your stupid ass phone.
Yeah.
I am shocked that it was not getting a
Yeah.
Switch release, like right now.
Or just,
Yeah.
or release for Steam Deck.
Well, I mean, they're all on Steam Deck. Anything on your PC.
Yeah. But we're not gonna have Steam Decks for a while.
Probably gonna get sold by Scalper for like 5 times the original price.
I can see in a year these being
Well,
like
Andrew's got one
hitting
locked
50%
in.
off. Yeah. I'm actually pretty interested in that. What's funny to me is like I feel like I've come full circle where playing my PC games on my shitty laptop that can barely hit like 15 frames per second on Dark Souls 1. to building my own PC, to upgrading that built PC, to now getting a pre-built effective PC, but it's portable. Not unlike a laptop. I'm back where I started.
I did have a friend basically build a laptop. That was wild to see. It looked like a briefcase, but like you could like push the handles in, and they would stick in, and then like you push them and pull them out as a handle. Then you can open it up, and it's keyboard and monitor and stuff.
Oh wow.
I don't know, it was neat. But yeah, it was like all in a briefcase.
Alright, go head out.
See you, Jihun.
Hi, dude.
Thanks for joining us.
Same bad time, same bad place.
Alright.
Alright, we got our gin coming up.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Please don't immediately throw me into battle. I did not heal one of my characters. I thought I could go up and talk to him. Well, alright, here we go. We got this. Alright, he should still be weak to ice. I think he spams fire magic. I love how busted magic items are in this game. Oh, hell yeah.
I know they were pretty dumb in the DS version where you could just copy them.
Oh yeah, they're... Oh, god damn it. Well, that character's missing out on the XP.
By the way, have you tried that yet in this game, just to make sure?
That only worked on the DS version, not on the
Yeah.
original. Which is, like, my understanding is these are, like, entirely new games from the ground up built in Unity. Which is also why people are able to figure out how to mess around with the fonts, like, instantly.
Yeah.
This music is awesome. Alright, well now I have two characters with the EXP off.
Yeah, I feel like Switch releases for these games is such a no-brainer. My guess is the reason they didn't release them immediately is I'm assuming they want people to try to like double dip.
I mean, that makes sense. That's why I'm happy to get a Steam Deck. I like playing my games on PC, but the draw to just kind of be on the layback on your bed or whatever and just play your portable is pretty big. I understand that.
Yeah. I like to curl up with an RPG in bed when I'm like trying to get to sleep.
I'd say it's like...
Do a couple, random battles. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that, like, short, easy, simple games and also, like, pick up and play, but also games that you can pick up, play a little bit, put down, like an RPG type game, where you just make incremental progress, are fantastic on portable.
Yeah.
Oh, they're okay. I did not misremember. You do get the canoe. Alright, so the curse is healed, the ghosts are gone. But that will be it for tonight.
Yeah.
On our Red Mage Fiesta here. Good night, y'all.
Good night.